Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another impromptu stream. This time we have Voidnoob versus Tancho. For round 5 of the clan rivals. We're already in round 5, things are going so fast, and it's gonna be between Tancho and Voidnoob, and they are in the middle of the pack. See, Svein on 3 wins and 1 loss, and Tancho is somewhere here as well. Yeah, 3 wins, 1 loss. It's gonna be Crane versus Lion. And so Tancho opens up with an Eloquent Advocate. Really nice card, I think. It's pretty basic, but gives some nice card selection and some alright stats. And Voidnoob opening up a bit more aggressive with Kitsumotsu 2 Fate and Prodigy 1 Fate. So we're going out down to 0 Fate, but can probably do some nasty stuff here. And it looks like my internet is doing alright. And as soon as I say that the internet bar goes red. But oh well, here we are, and Tancho with the forbid, interesting. Forbid to go up on honor, but losing out on 1 card. I guess with the Elegant Advocate he figures he can get that card back. Also has the Kageu to ready Advocate, unless it gets assassinated, but we do have, of course, Voice of Honor in Crane. Playing Keeper Void with Proving Ground as the restricted card, so probably Defend Your Honor in this deck, but it looks like a lot of political duels here with Cunning Negotiator, a lot of political stuff. Alright, hitting Void and hitting Spectral Visitation, and quite a flip here for Voidnoob finding Totori. And I could see Voidnoob not defending this at all, just letting this break. Looks like I disconnected, oh no. Am I still in the game? Probably not, let's rejoin. Yeah, alright, so we see Motso defending with 3 and Court Games to Honor, so 4 to 5, and Tancho is losing the conflict. Could see counter Court Games for shame, but this is also Keeper, so we could see Defend Your Honor in this deck as well, and I'd assume that Voidnoob actually is on Defend Your Honor here. We see a new name played on Elegant Advocate. Okay, so it is some kind of dual big character deck, and playing a new name tells us that they probably play for shame. When this is a great assassination here with the Honored Motso Voice of Honor is turned off, and Defend Your Honor won't do much here, so that's a huge swing for Voidnoob. So Tancho is completely out of this turn unless there's a conflict character. And so Totori can go and swing in Earth, double Earth, and then Prodigy can deal with the rest. We're gonna see Totorigo swinging Earth here. An interesting play Voidnoob could have done here was he could have scouted with Totori, swung into like Trio or getting rid of his proving ground, and then attack with Prodigy and use Pride to break Tsuma. Because as it looked, Tancho didn't have any court games, so couldn't dishonor the Prodigy. But opts for the safe play here, which is of course always nice. Discard a new name and one more card. Voice of Honor. So there was a Voice of Honor. Yeah, rough start here for Tancho. See if there's a conflict character. No, pass. Alright, let's see if Voidnoob can get the second break here. Probably hitting fire to already Prodigy. Tancho passes, nothing to do here. Here comes the swing. Finds Pursuit of Justice. So yeah, if Voidnoob would have swung into this with Totori, that could have been a double break this turn. Let's see if he has a fan or something to break with here. You see Pride getting used. Get a +1/+1. Tancho passes. Do we see another card? Court games, okay. So we do see the double break in, anyways, so all good here. Although this firing is gonna be somewhat wasted. And I got disconnected again. What is this? What is happening? Thought my internet was behaving today. It appears not, and we lost the whole dynasty phase. Okay, so nice swing back here for Tancho with Kuanan. Double kick it at Dojo. Even no, Kuanan is not a duelist, but has the proving grounds at least. And Voidnoob buying out a Pride Brawler with 3 Fate. Looks like we saw a Seasonal War here getting played. Yeah. Tancho plays the Seasonal War to get rid of the Honor Veterans. Makes sense. You see Fine Katana get played, trying to stay above the Lions Pride Brawler. So Tancho is down 4 cards and down a bit on board, but can maybe stabilize here with Kawanan. If Tancho can defend on either military or political and just lose 1 province here, maybe could stabilize. But he is quite far behind here. Assassination is still a strong card. And definitely something you have to deal with. I also saw Disarm getting played somewhere. No, that was discarded. No. What was the disarm played on? To discard the Solar. Interesting, but we saw Voice of Honor on the discard. Interesting. Let's see a double attack. Try to get that break. And so we know the cranes, and we know that it's Crane Splash for Voidnoob now. With the Voice of Honor, I don't know the splash of Tancho, but I assume either Dragon or Lion. Maybe? Dragon is probably the most likely. Not sure actually. Dragon for Let Go and what else? Mushin? No, not with this little influence. Interesting. So we see Courteous Greeting, not that useful now. Interesting to play Courteous Greeting with all these high cost characters. There is the Elegant Advocate as well, so I assume Tancho is playing quite a lot of low cost characters here. Because it's hard to trade up on the Courteous Greeting with all these high cost characters. We see a defense, interesting, probably has the thing, this pseudo stand, I can never remember the name of. Not Disdainful Remark, that's another older card. We first see Kikita Dojo. This is a nice duel from Tancho because 7 to 5 and gets honored and probably draws a card here. And Motso doesn't bow because Kwan isn't a duel list, but still gets the card and gets the honor. Why can't I remember the name of the duel? It's on the tip of my tongue. Alright, but this is going to be a 10 to 6, so still breaking. No, 10 to 7. Yeah, because he has 3 glory, of course. So now Voidnoob can use the pride to get breaking again. Yep, that's what we see. And Tancho can use another dojo to draw another card, perhaps. So that's 2 dojos down, yeah. Proving grounds. Sorry, and all 3 Kikita dojos are accounted for. I wonder what else Tancho has in hand. Return Offense, that's the card I meant, yeah. Let's see if there's a voice or a censure. That would be a huge cancel here. And let's see if Tancho has the counter cancel, if there is such a thing. No cancels. Okay, so this is going to be a standing Kuwana at the end of this. And Tancho beats 3 just to make sure, but we already had 7 to 4. Okay, yeah, so it could have been 9. Yeah, so Tancho beats 2 to be completely sure here, and I'm gonna get back in here. It looks like, yeah, we saw... Looks like I'm falling behind here, somehow. We saw Cycle of Vengeance getting attacked, breaking, putting a fate on the Pride Brawler. Interesting. Then we saw Stowaway played to ready the Motso, and now we're swinging in for 10, yeah. breaking through the screen. So 3-1 breaks here, and Tancho went air. Why did Tancho go air? I guess for the Fate. We did see a duelist training get played as well. Okay. So yeah, wanted a Fate there. For greater glory played by Voidnoob. Okay. So get another Fate on the Motso and Prime Brawler. This is gonna stay the entire game, and Motso is gonna survive for at least another turn. Readying the Prodigy just to make sure, and Voidnoob also going for the Fate here instead of the card advantage of the Earth Ring or dishonoring Koala or something. So both players opting not to go for the quite classic Earth Ring. Interesting. I guess both conflict decks are quite Fate hungry if they opt to go for the weaker rings. So that tells us something about the decks here for sure. Yeah, we have stuff like Forget Glory and Disarm, and conflict characters for Voidnoob. And for Tancho we have the, of course, Return of Fence, Disarm, and stuff like Duelist Training. Yeah. So the choice is definitely valid here. See Voidnoob winning the favor, going military, and now has a swing and a stronghold. Still like it has to get through this 10 skill Kuwanan. Alright, so it feels like I'm like lagging behind and lagging behind slowly until it comes to a point where I'm too far behind and it disconnects me in some weird way. Because the players' actions seem like they're quite slow, so it feels like I'm lagging on them. Of course they could be thinking, but stuff like this where nothing happens and there's no important choices to make, feels like I'm still lagging behind. Like they just insta-passing and I'm sitting here waiting for something to happen, which could be a thing. Chikoko has been a bit messy for me lately. Alright, but 3-1 break, and Kuwanan is still standing. Although we're gonna see second Proven Ground getting discarded here alongside the second Kikito Dojo. And Voidnoob discarding all the Honor Generals, keeping Toturi. I wonder if we're gonna see Toturi get played here. An interesting Tancho went for Cycle of Vengeance, or like the Scouting a Province instead of going for a safe attack on Spectral. But I guess being behind, he needs to go for the risky place. Looking at Dazzling Duelist, yes, we see the low-cost characters that warrants the Courteous Greeting, so makes sense. And luckily, or depending how you look at it, flips the Proving Grounds. All 3 Proving Grounds have been in this province. It's interesting. And we see Steam Tea House, another great combo with a new name. We see Voidnoob's restricted card is Keeper Initiate, which kind of makes sense with Chain of Command. And also really good with Spectral Recitation, could mill some keepers with it. Some nice deck building being shown here. We also see a spicy Death Seeker, which is quite good here actually. Could just poke in political, or like, yeah, or poke military, like Death Seeker and Motsu force a defense from Kuwanan and move out Motsu with the favorite ground. Might still risk getting bowed, but Yeah, I want to see the Death Seeker get played here. It might be better to play, yeah, totally. It's probably the better play, but Death Seeker is cool. And Tancho passes, has no more characters to play. And now it's gonna be interesting to see if Tancho goes for a conflict here. Like Tancho could attack with, for example, Kuwanan. And I am behind again. Oh no. Excellent. And yeah, we saw an attack with Dazzling Duelist and defending with Motso. And now we see him swinging with Tottori and reveals into the Forbidden City, so some more. How did he get honored? Resourcefulness. Wow, okay. And found a disarm. We'll see 12 to 10. So Kuwanan cannot bow. How did what was the firing used on? Voidnoob won the conflict, okay. Alright, so into the Forbidden City is the province of choice. Scars to fine katana, so 10 to 10, but needs to be lower skill for Kuwanan to trigger. And we've seen no Way of the Lions as well from Tottori, and there's the first one. Going up to 17, so currently breaking. Let's see if Tancho has anything to answer with here. We do know Voidnoob has a disarm. See Banzai, do we see cancel? We could see voice, we could see defend your honor, we could see censure. No cancels. Let's see if Voidnoob has a second Way of Line, and I think that would be actually it here. For a plus 12, going up to 29. And we see Banzai, so 21. So up by 7. Needs 6 to break, so Tancho needs 2 more skill somewhere. And I think that's going to be hard to come by, because there's not that many +2 attachments. And Tancho passes, so quick game here. Was it 4 turns? And yeah, I was behind again. Just yeah, 3 turns even. Quick sweep here by Voidnoob, really nice start. For sure. Finding the destination on the Advocate, turning off Voice of Honor, which we did so was in the hand, and then swinging into Spectral, finding Tottori for the double Earth. Yeah, really strong start for Voidnoob. It could have been good for Tancho had he won that first conflict, and then getting to ready with the Kageyu, could have seen some return swings here, but Lion trucking on, and that leaves Voidnoob on 4 wins and 1 loss. So another win for Phoenix, and gets him actually, let's see, so there's Akoro T1, there's Hidasuka, and potentially Corey. Alright, so depending on how Corey plays against Chizuru, this might mean that Voidnoob gets into the top cut. So I'm sure Svein is gonna be very interested to see the turnout between Corey and Chizuru for a 1. Because they're playing for the for the top 4 of each each team. But nice quick game, and that is gonna be it for me, and I'll see you in the top cut. Have a nice day.